Yeah, girls yellow. I was yellow too in my school.
You're still yellow. Yeah, they walk.
Some of the girls are all black.
Third one in, Nelson. He's got his fancies on.
Okay, we have everyone's attention, please. Please remain standing.
Next to last row.
Please join us now for our alma mater. At this time, we'd like to congratulate and thank our Air Force Junior ROTC for doing the color guard and helping us with our profession. Thank you very much. You may be seated. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our parents, families, and the class of 2014, to whom I wish a happy and a healthy future. The class of 2014 is the historic 5th class to graduate from the new Abraham Lincoln High School. There will never be another class like you. Your mark in our school will not be replicated. Your talents and accomplishments total over $1 million in scholarships and grants to colleges and trade schools. This is unique and quite honorable. As you leave us today and go forth on your respective life paths, I urge you to remember these words by Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I hope that you will use the education you have gained here at Abraham Lincoln High School to change the world. As you go forward, remember that we are always here to help you and to guide you in any way that you deem fit. And in the words of Colin Powell at his recent commencement ceremony at High Point University, as you move on, take time to help a young person with his or her education. Help a person in need. Help an elderly person. Help someone as someone has helped you. And that you will have a wonderful life. So please help someone as you go along your way. And as you go forward, remember that this special day is yours, and I wish you all the best for future success. And one of my gifts to you is that my remarks today will be brief. So thank you, and I will now introduce our commencement speaker. Oh, thank you. We are honored today to have as our commencement speaker our Assistant Superintendent for Learning Network 8. Ms. Lissa Johnson was born and raised in Northeast Philadelphia. She is a proud product of the Philadelphia Public Schools, attending Jacobs and Bustleton Elementary Schools, which is now Anne Frank, and graduating from George Washington Senior High School. She received a bachelor's degree in psychology from Temple University and a master's in special education, also from Temple University. Through additional graduate study and hard work, Mrs. Johnson earned her principal certificate and her superintendent's letter of eligibility. Ms. Johnson has spent the last 35 years in service and support of our children, families, faculty, and staff in public education. She began her career as a special education teacher and moved through the ranks to serve as a special education director, assistant principal, and assistant superintendent. And it is through her efforts and many of others, but many times her efforts, that brought us our new Abraham Lincoln High School and brought us here today. She has been serving as Assistant Superintendent of Learning Network 8, which includes Abraham Lincoln High School. She had formerly been our Northeast Region Superintendent, and she has personally helped me in many ways over the years to become as good as I could be and to serve you, and someday perhaps as well as she has served all of us. So it's my honor and pleasure to introduce to you Ms. Lissa Johnson, our Assistant Superintendent.
I will not ask where your uniform shirts and pants are today. So good morning, parents, grandparents, family, faculty, staff, and members of the graduating class of 2014. Today is a day for both reflection and celebration. We want to reflect on all of your hard work, drive, and commitment, as well as the support of your loved ones, teachers, and administrators that helped guide you to get you here today. And then we want to celebrate your accomplishment of becoming a high school graduate. We have 298 graduates here today that represent 88.7% of the senior class. We have 101 graduates accepted to 2- or 4-year colleges and trade or technical schools. 6 of our graduates are entering the military and will be serving our country. These graduates have received $1,062,798 in scholarship money. This is definitely a day worth celebrating. In 1862, Abraham Lincoln said, "Adhere to your purpose, and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. On the contrary, if you falter and give up, you will lose the power of keeping any resolution and will regret it all your life." So now you are ready to embark on the next leg of your life's journey. Whether you're going to college, trade school, the military, or into the world of work, do so with the same focus, determination, and commitment that brought you here today. Don't let anything hold you down. Don't let anything or anyone stand in your way, because there is no stopping you now. You are on the move. You are the proud 2014 graduates of Abraham Lincoln High School. Congratulations on a job well done. God bless.
Now at this time, we'd like to thank Mrs. Johnson for that excellent address. Let's have one more round of applause with her marvelous inspirational words. And it's my pleasure to bring to the podium Miss Angela Miller, senior class sponsor. She has dedicated many long hours and many long, difficult programs to try to prepare for you for the prom and the trip. So I honor her, and I hope you do, and you're very fortunate to have Mrs. Miller as your class sponsor. Mrs. Miller?
Good morning, everyone. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium the senior class of 2014 president, Imani Poteet.
Good morning, fellow graduates, faculty, administration, friends, and family. Well, it's finally here, the moment we've all been waiting for. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited. It's almost unbearable. But for some reason, there is a part of me that does not want to let go. It feels like just yesterday when my mom walked me to the doors of Lincoln High School on the first day of 9th grade. Today we are extremely happy because we are finally moving on. However, we cannot help but reminisce about the good times with our friends and think about how much we will miss Lincoln now that we have graduated. And maybe you have some regrets too. Maybe you could have tried a little harder, tried to make more friends, or participated in more activities. As we look back on our past experiences, we often have these thoughts in the back of our minds, but we must not dwell on them. We must learn from our mistakes and apply what we have learned to our future. There are many opportunities in our life, and our lives have just begun. Live life to the fullest. Work hard and never miss the opportunity to better yourself. High school is only a fraction of this life, so don't sweat the small stuff. We are now moving into adulthood, and what we have done here in high school is only the first step. So let's get ready to move mountains. We have had some great times together, from our senior class trip to New York to the picnic in Chamonix. But our senior prom was the most fun. That night we will always look back on and wish we were in that moment. Even though some activities were eliminated because of the budget cuts, we still made our senior year the best. As class president in 2014, I would like to thank the class, committee, and the senior class officers who worked so hard to make senior year a great year. Also, the class of 2014 would like to thank Mr. Adamai and Mrs. Miller, our class co-sponsors who supervise senior activities and our graduation. On behalf of the graduating class of 2014, we would also like to thank our wonderful teachers and administrators for their guidance, understanding, and most of all, unyielding patience. God knows it wasn't easy. But you never gave up on us. Without you, we would have not made it this far, and we thank you. We may have come to this moment from different paths and different experiences, yet we still have all made it to graduation. We can come together to celebrate this wonderful accomplishment. We have worked hard these past 4 years, and we are here. Congratulations, we did it, class of 2014.
At this time, I would like to introduce the Abraham Lincoln High School Orchestra for a musical selection.
Killjoys. That's great.
At this time, I would just like to also mention regarding our class president, Imani Poti. She had been accepted to Bloomsburg University, Kutztown, as well as she is now going to attend East Stroudsburg University. Congratulations. It is my pleasure now. We have two students who are salutatorians, so it is my pleasure to introduce them one at a time. I'm going to start with our first young lady, who's also been accepted to Indiana University in Purdue, Penn State, Westchester, Arcadia, and she will be attending Cedar Crest College. It's with great pleasure that I introduce Miss Deja Lewis.
Good morning, fellow graduates, faculty, administration, friends, and family. I am so honored to be speaking as salutatorian. I want to thank all of the teachers, parents, family, and friends who have encouraged and inspired us to get to this moment. It seems like yesterday I walked into this beautiful school, a total stranger, uncomfortable because I knew no one at all. Then something special happened. I met my first friend. Then I attended my first geometry class where my teacher taught us the word of the week. Today, I never imagined speaking the words, "Goodbye, Lincoln." Because of the support of my parents and teachers, I was able to participate in the Forensic Mentor Institute during my high school career. All my experiences at Lincoln helped me receive a full paid scholarship to college. I have created lasting friendships that will follow me outside of these doors. As I look back on all we have been through as a school and class, we have triumphed, and we leave this building today going out differently than we came in. We will leave today with more knowledge, more strength, more heart, and the power to take the axe and break the wood of anything that will try and hold us back. My fellow graduates, we leave here today with our heads held high and unstoppable as we enter into our next phase of life. Do not ever forget what you have learned inside these doors. Our Lincoln values are strong. People may try to put you down, but they cannot stop you because you are a graduate of Abraham Lincoln High School. I said earlier, my fellow graduates, we are all survivors because we have all overcome something that seemed almost impossible. I stand here today proud of my family for never allowing me to give up, no matter how difficult times were or what obstacles were placed in my way. You have to keep going. To all my fellow rail splitters, always keep going, even when the wood seems stacked against you. Just get your axe and start chopping. Congratulations, class of 2014. When I say this, you already know, Lincoln, we made it.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lewis. Wonderful. I'd like to also mention, as Abraham Lincoln went through his life, he had like 17 different times where he did not make something. He had failed in business, he failed originally in politics, but he never gave up. He never gave up and became one of the most honored and revered presidents we ever had. So as Ms. Lewis had said, you made it, keep going, keep working strong. Very good. At this time, our next salutatorian has received numerous honors, as have many of our students, and we'll announce those honors later. And she is also very fortunate and happy to be accepted to the Academy of the Arts University. It is my pleasure to introduce Miss Alexandra Rose.
Good morning, fellow graduates, faculty, administration, friends, and family. Time is but the measure of indefinite continued progress. It is the existence filled with moments of the past, present, and future. Time is what we are all given to live a life of both unfortunate mistakes and rewarding achievements. These moments that we harness stay with us for a lifetime, and it is up to us to learn from those moments. High school was a place where we made unforgettable memories, where we grew, where we learned, and where we even faltered. But despite many differences, we can relate, because for us, high school seemed timeless. Like a broken clock, we stood believing that those memories would never end. Even though we all gathered every day in a place that shaped our lives, we never believed that one day we would have to say goodbye. Time moves, and like time, we will continue to move forward. It is up to us, this generation, to harness time and use it to our advantage. No more will life continue to feel timeless. No more will we enter into that very building that gave us the opportunity to see the world before we had to enter it. Time determines what we do with our lives. No more will we be on the sidelines waiting for our turn. The clock is ticking, and time moves to our advantage. What we gained from the past shapes our future and will guide us into bigger and better achievements. We spent 4 years laughing, crying, growing, learning, and seeing things we never thought possible. And now it is time that we use every experience, every memory, every moment we spent here at Abraham Lincoln High School to shape our journey into a new world. Time moves forward, and so must we. And with our Lincoln diploma, may we find happiness and success. So I stand here before you to say time is what but we make it. So congratulations, class of 2014. We made it!
I honorably welcome now to the stage our administrators to present some awards and prizes to the class of 2014. Please come to the podium, Mrs. Lynn Torben-Podra and Mrs. Joan Weeks-Moore, our assistant principals, along with Mr. Brian Garwood and Sergeant Lisa Sada.
Good morning, parents, friends, family, colleagues, guests, and my darlings, the class of 2014. Theme this year was realizing our dreams, and you know what my wishes were for you. But within those dreams, going along with the theme, 3 more that I wish. Find your quest. Commit to your dreams, no matter how impossible, unbearable. Follow your stars, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. And remember, we will always be here to guide and love you. I have the honor of bestowing many, many awards on our students.